guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. In today's video we're going to be getting some new fish for the monster fish mega tank. As you can see, the tank is really dark at the moment because it is morning time, and I'm setting off in just a moment to get some exciting new fish for this aquarium. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what these fish are, however they are two fish that I have never kept. One I have wanted to keep for, I would say, quite a few years now, but I've never actually had the chance to own. And the other is, I would say, a new species to me, probably this year. I've actually never heard of it before this year, but done lots of research on it, and I'm very, very excited to get one. Now, one of the potentially two fish we're getting is, I would say, quite a rare fish. I've never seen it in person, especially here in the UK, and I don't know of many people that own them. I know there's quite a few people out there that own them, but they are really, really not often seen. So without further ado, let's head off, let's get in the car, and let's pick up some new fish, and we can bring them back, acclimate them, and get them into the monster fish mega tank.
One eternity later.
And now we are back from the trip to collect the new fish. We have two new fish in this box right next to me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys acclimated. They haven't been in the bag very long. I collected them from a friend. They've only been in here like 30-40 minutes. So I'm going to get them acclimated to the tank. They were at about 26.5 degrees, so they're pretty much exactly the same temp as the tank. So acclimation is probably not going to take that long. But I'm going to get them floated now in the aquarium. Let's head round the front of the aquarium and check out what I've got. So here are our two new fish in their box. Now, the Hampala bobs are getting really, really aggressive. So as soon as I open the lid, normally they're all up at the top thinking that they're going to get fed. As you can see, they're always splashing about. So I'm hoping they're not going to attack the bags thinking it's food. But let's get the first fish out of this box. So first up, we have a datnoid, which I've wanted for a really, really long time. Now, this is a Microlepis, Datnoides Microlepis, I believe it's the Latin name. So he's going to go into the tank first, and hopefully he's not too stressed out by the other fish. I would say he's probably about 5.5 inches or so. You can see the Hampala bob's going a little bit mental, but he is a little bit stressed, so his colours haven't fully come out just yet. But the next fish we are putting in, which I'm also really excited about, is this stormy eye or stormy catfish. Hopefully you can see him on the camera there. Now he is about, I'd say he's about 22 centimeters, something like that. Now he's looking pretty good as well. Let's get that box out of the way. So I'm just going to leave these acclimating in this tank for probably about 20-30 minutes. I'm going to use the temp gun to make sure they're at the same temperature as the tank. Then we can release them in, let them settle in, and then just see how they're doing. Maybe try and give them a little bit of food later, or I'll probably try and feed them tomorrow as well. But I'm super excited with the new additions. The stormy catfish looks absolutely wicked. Can't wait to see it swimming around the bottom. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the datnoid and his colours start to come out and him to grow in the monster fish mega tank. So let's give him 20-30 minutes, and I'll catch you when we release them into the aquarium.
A few moments later.
And now the fish have been acclimating for the past half an hour. I've used my laser temp gun to check the temperature of the bag and the temperature of the tank. Now, some people like to open the bag, let fresh water come in, slowly acclimate them to the tank. I am more of the plop and drop method, so to say, where you just open the bag, get the fish out of that water and straight into some nice fresh water. There are definitely pros and cons to both, and I can definitely understand why people would do this slower acclimation method, but I really do just like to get the fish out of the bags once they're temperature acclimated and into their new home. So let's bring the camera up on top of the tank. We can open the bags up, get our new fish in, and then maybe later today or tomorrow we can check them out and see how they're doing. So first up, let's get the datnoid out of the bag. Hopefully I can just pull this elastic band off. It is pretty tightly done. My friend did do a very good job at bagging these up. Let's just do it manually maybe. There we go, that's the first band off. And then we did actually decide to double bag them just in case there were any sharp fins that did go through the bags because we didn't want the bags to be leaking in the car on the journey home. So this is the first fish going into the tank, which is the Datnoid. I'm really hoping the other fish will leave it alone. Obviously it's always a bit of a worry when adding fish to a new tank, but let's see. So here's the Datnoid, absolutely stunning colours, hopefully you can see that. I'll probably release him just down the bottom and hopefully the other fish leave him alone. Yeah, looks like no one's interrupting with him, which is really, really good. So I'm just going to move this bag out of the way and then we can get our Stormy or Stormy Eye or Storm Eye catfish into the aquarium. So that's the first one out. Now time for the catfish. Let's get this bag off. Sorry if the camera angle isn't the best. It's quite difficult to film and bag fish at the same time. That's the next one off. And then what I'm going to do is just dispose of all of this water in the bags because I don't really want to be adding that to the aquarium. So this is our Stormy or Stormy Eye catfish. There are quite a few different names from this catfish. It comes from mostly Indonesia, Java, I think some areas of Thailand. Hopefully you can see him just there, and I'm going to release him down the bottom because I don't really want the other fish to interfere with him. But that is both fish in the aquarium. Let's take a quick look at them and then we can catch up with you guys a bit later. We have both fish in the aquarium. The Datnoid is looking absolutely immense. He's just gone into hiding around that corner, but his colours really, really stand out and he is an awesome addition to the tank. I'm really, really glad we got him. I can't wait to see him grow up a little bit. Now, obviously, these fish are going to be quite shy, so I'll probably give it 6-8 hours for them to settle in, and then we can get some videos of them, maybe even get them feeding. Now, the catfish is down in the bottom of the aquarium. I'll try and get a little quick shot of both fish for you now, just before we feed them a little bit later or tomorrow once they've settled in. But both fish look like they're really, really healthy. They're doing really, really well, and I cannot wait to see them settle in and start moving around the aquarium. So I'll catch you guys a little bit later and we can check them out once they've settled in and they are full acclimated to the aquarium.
One eternity later.
And now we are back. It has actually been 5 days since the new fish have been introduced to the aquarium, and I can say they are doing really, really well. The Datnoid is looking absolutely phenomenal. He's just down in this corner, you might not be able to see him, and the Stormy catfish is doing really, really well as well. Let's head around the front of the aquarium and hopefully you'll be able to get a better look at the new residents. Now back to the front of the aquarium, you might be able to see our two new fish, the Stormy catfish and Datnoid, just sitting under the piece of wood here. You also notice the algae has receded at the top of the bogwood in only 5 days. Generally I find this algae starts to grow really, really well at the top of the bogwood. It then breaks off and then it starts regrowing again. But back onto our new fish. The Stormy catfish absolutely loves hanging out underneath the piece of bogwood. And the Datnoid is also hanging out on there as well. Now, his colours change, which is really, really cool. I probably spooked them a little bit just sitting by the tank here. But both of them are feeding really, really well on prawns and mussels. And I cannot wait to see them grow and develop as they get older. Now, I haven't noticed any bullying whatsoever from the arowana or from the Hampala barbs, and nothing from the stingrays, as they are very peaceful. But I've noticed absolutely no bullying, so I'm really, really pleased. Now, am I going to add anything else to this tank? Potentially one more fish, but I feel like I'm pretty much at the capacity I want to be at. Now, I'm sure all 5 stingrays aren't going to stay in here until they grow to adult size. I probably will have to move 1 or 2 of them on, maybe in a year's time or so, if I decide to keep this setup as is. But I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to seeing these fish grow, seeing them develop, and overall the stingrays are really putting some nice growth on, and the arowana especially is so much bigger than when I got him. He is doing really, really well. But that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think about the new fish that we've added to the Monster Fish Mega Tank. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or also TikTok as well, links down below, then you will know we added these fish quite a number of days ago. But that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up and happy fish keeping.